Happy Friday. I just wanted to come on for a quick moment and add a little peace and positivity to your life. Hope you've had a great day and you're having an even better evening. I came on to discuss setting boundaries. And I wanted to come on to discuss that because I always see videos talking about setting boundaries with other people, but I never see any videos with people talking about setting boundaries with ourselves. And I remembered reading a book earlier in the year, and it's called Set Boundaries, Find Peace, A Guide to Reclaiming Yourself by Nedra Glover. And she discussed self-boundaries in her book. And I thought this would be a great passage to share with everybody. I'll first start off with the quote. If you have the book, this is on page 150. It's hard to change your habits if you never change the underlying beliefs that led to your past behavior. You have a new goal and a new plan, but you haven't changed who you are. James Clear. Then she says, the significance of having boundaries with yourself. When we think about boundaries, we tend to think about what others need to do to make things better for us. While other people indeed have an impact on our lives, we make personal choices daily that affect the quality of our lives and who we are. With self-boundaries, we consider how we impact ourselves. She then goes on and gives a list of areas where we should have self-boundaries. Our finances, time management, self-care, the treatment you allow from others, your thoughts, your reactions, the people you allow in your life. Now, I'm not going to go into all of those because that's several, but I will touch on self-care because as we head into the weekend, I know people get to focus a little bit more on themselves, and that's normally when you try to fit more self-care time in. So let me share that passage with you. Self-care is how you nurture and restore your mind, body, and spirit. The key word here is self. So making time to care for yourself is entirely up to you. Don't confuse self-care, however, with treating yourself to lavish gifts and pampering yourself. In some instances, you may choose for that to be a part of your regimen, but real acts of self-care have little to do with spending money. Instead, they're about showing up for yourself by setting boundaries. Boundaries to consider when it comes to self-care. Say no to things you don't like. Say no to things that don't contribute to your growth. Say no to things that rob you of valuable time. Spend time around healthy people. Reduce your interactions with people who drain your energy. Protect your energy against people who threaten your sanity. Practice positive self-talk. Allow yourself to feel and not judge your feelings. Forgive yourself when you make a mistake. Actively cultivate the best version of yourself. Turn off your phone when appropriate. Sleep when you're tired. Mind your business. Make tough decisions because they're healthy for you. Create space for activities that bring you joy. Say yes to activities that interest you despite anxiety about trying them. And experience staying alone instead of waiting for the right people to join you. I love all those. Those are all really great. And I'm really good at most of these. I will say that the last one, experience things alone instead of waiting for the right people to join me. I had to learn when I was younger to do things by myself. When I was in my early 20s, I can remember always planning and waiting for friends to do things, go out to eat, go on travel, just everything. Try a poetry night, go out of it was just so many things. And so what happened is, I remember I got tired of waiting. And I started doing things by myself. And so I would go to the restaurant I wanted to go to by myself. I would go to the poetry night I wanted to go to that nobody was interested in. I would travel, hop in my car, and I'll just drive somewhere I wanted to go to. And it's so funny that I began to make new friends that were interested in these other areas, because I would get there and I would meet new people. And so that's one of the things that now I really enjoy. Like I enjoy venturing out by myself. I don't have to have anyone with me anymore. But I used to before, as my security blanket. I realize now that exploring, it brings me joy. So I hope those help when you think about your self-care this weekend. Those may be some boundaries that you need to, implement for yourself. I know cutting your cell phone off is hard, but I do sometimes turn mine over. A lot of times I will put it somewhere else so I won't look at it, or pull out a book and read, just so I won't pay any attention. But that's because I grew up also without cell phones. So I guess that's the difference versus now. I hope this helps. Hope this added a little peace and positivity in your Friday night. Have a great one.